Hello everybody, Antoine here for Simarchitecture, and welcome back to a special video because today we're gonna build a Halloween inspired house located in I don't know anymore how it's called. Anyway, it is the Vampire City. Um it's not Sleepy Hollow, but it's something Gothic Hollow. I don't remember actually, but anyway, you find out where we are now. And this house is almost CC free, but not totally, because I use some items that Felixander created. And indeed, I'm using those big Gothic windows. Sorry, I can't find my word today's. Those big Gothic windows that Felixander created for October, because this month is dedicated to Gothic architecture for him on his Patreon channel or page. And yeah, I just love it, and it was absolutely what I needed for a Halloween inspired haunted mansion. And here we are. So really happy with the way it turned out, because I made like 3 versions of this house. That's why I've been so long to polish the video, but it's finally here, and yeah, I just like it. So I don't know if you remember, but last year I built like 2 or 3 um, vampire Halloween themed buildings. There was this big vampire library that I created when the Vampire Stuff Pack was released. I created the Vampire Nightclub, which I really like, which is actually a mausoleum. And there was this oh my god, how was it called again? The Vampire Dungeon. Yeah. So it is actually my 4th. Oh no, I don't know if you remember, but I built the how was it called again? The Whitestone Mansion, if I remember well. Or manor, I don't remember actually if it was a mansion or a manor, but anyway, it was also located in the vampire world, and it was just so cool. And yeah, I really have fun with building some Victorian inspired architecture. I just like it. This house is actually pretty big, because it consists of a big first floor with a kitchen, a dining room, a library, and also a big living room, which actually is a church. Actually, I was thinking that I like imagining stories when I build my houses, and I was imagining that the family who lives here had their own, a very own private chapel, and it was actually turned into a living room. So it's really fun, because this is a huge living room. There's a 2 stars living room with big Gothic windows, and it just looks so dramatic, so big. And yeah, I just like the way it turned out. So this is actually my favorite room. And on the second floor there are 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and an access to the outside area that I'm doing right now. The um, the garden is not that big, and you will see it later. I moved the house from this lot to another one, which is a bit bigger, just to build a proper garden. And the garden is pretty simple, and there's a little graveyard, some um, spooky looking trees, and some bushes everywhere, just to make this house look a bit abandoned, but not too much, because we can imagine that someone lives in this house. It's just so old, and so yeah, so spooky that it's just not really manicured, and people are just living here without caring about how this house look. And I think, I don't know if you agree with me, that it really looks like those haunted mansions that we can see in family movies that are on TV during Halloween holidays. And yeah, I just like it. By the way, do you have anything planned for Halloween? I'm wondering, because here in France, it's not a holiday that is really celebrated. Like, it's not really a tradition here, and we're not celebrating that much, so I don't have anything planned for this. Of course, in big cities there are like Halloween parties or things like this, but there aren't many children in the streets going from home to ask for sweets. It's not something that people usually do here. Of course, there are some children who do it, but it's not tradition at all. But I think that it's evolving a little bit because I think that America has more and more influence on the French culture, and it's becoming quite a trend, but it's not really the biggest trend ever. I don't know if you know what I mean. I don't know how it is in your country. I would be really curious to know if you celebrate Halloween in your country, or if you have anything planned for this holiday. Would be interesting to know. And yeah, but personally, it's really a holiday that I like because I just like the atmosphere, the yeah, and I also like this time of the year. Like October is really my favorite month, and yeah, I just like all the things that come with Halloween. So yeah, it's a shame that it's not celebrated here in France, not that much. And when I go to the US, because it's going to happen some days, I don't know when, but I really wish I can go to the US. I would like to go there during October just to see how it looks like when all the houses are decorated for Halloween, because it's something really fascinating for me. And yeah, I just would like to see it. And actually, I remember like more than 10 years ago, I went to Disneyland in Paris, and it was the end of October, and it was all decorated for Halloween. That was so, so cool. I remember in front of Cinderella's castle, there was this big pumpkin, and you could enter in the pumpkin, and there were some makeup artists that could do makeup on your face, and it was so cool. And yeah, I just love the atmosphere of Disney, and I think it matches so well with the main street when you enter the park. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, and I don't even know if you've been to Disneyland, but yeah. By the way, Disneyland is quite big inspiration for architecture, because this main street, it just looks fantastic. I just love the architecture, and I was thinking about creating it, but it would last forever. And imagine, like, I didn't publish for like 2 weeks, and it's not even a big house, but I'm real busy with the university, and yeah, I just try to find time, but I sometimes it just doesn't work. Someday I just don't build at all, and yeah. So imagine if I build such a big lot with the main street from Disneyland, it would take like, I don't know, 3 months or something. And I just don't want to be away during 3 months because I like publishing video too much. I just like it, it's becoming more and more a hobby, and I really appreciate creating things for you to have your comments about it. It's just something nice. And yeah, I might build another Halloween inspired home if I have time until the 31st October, but I'm not sure. But I will try. I don't promise everything, but I will try. Definitely. So yeah, what else could I say about Halloween? Well, yeah, I know exactly what I could talk about. In 4 days, on the 27th of October, will be released the second season of Stranger Things, and I'm so excited because when you're watching Stranger Things, it just feels like Halloween, and I'm so happy it is released in October, and I just can't wait. I don't know if you watched this series or if you saw the trailer for the season 2, but it just looks so thrilling, and I'm can't wait to know what happened to 11. And yeah, but definitely, if you're not watching this series, I definitely recommend it to you because it just look amazing. The actors are amazing. The story is fantastic. The set is really 80s looking. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, everything is perfect in this series. Actually, I didn't notice any bad sides. It's just so good. So yeah. Um, well, of course, I wanted to say hello to all the new followers because you're now more than 2,300, which is fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, welcome. I hope you will enjoy my videos. I always try, sorry, to do things I like and that you could like, and I'm so happy when you like my videos. But I'm also really open to all the comments to improve my videos. If there's something you don't like, just tell me. Like for example, one of you, sorry, commented in the comment section that it would be nice if I could talk during all the video, but actually, sometime, just like today, I believe, um, I just can't talk during all the video. I prefer stopping my voiceover than saying just boring thing just to, So, yeah, I prefer letting you enjoy the rest of the video with music. And by the way, the music for this video is really cool. It is really Halloween inspired, so I just like it. And yeah, and also it's not something really nice. I was actually quite fed up by some people commenting my videos um, that I don't talk English perfectly, and I know it because I'm not English. I don't come from an English speaking country. I come from France, as you know. And yeah, some people just like to comment what mistake I did while I was talking. But I would just be curious to know how to talk in French, for example. I would just be curious. Because, I'm really doing my best when I do my voiceover, when I do my videos. And I just think it's cool to talk to you in English because if I was doing my videos in French, I couldn't talk to as much people as I'm doing right now. So yeah, I won't stop talking in English. And I wish and I hope my English will improve. But yeah, I don't think it's a thing that will help me just to tell me, oh, you say that in a bad way. I know that I do mistakes. So yeah, I'm not angry or anything. I just think it won't help. So yeah, um, and that was actually pretty much it. I really hope you will like this video, and I hope you will have a fantastic Halloween. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter if you want to talk to me. Um, or if you're really, 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 really nice, you could even support me on Patreon. It would be fantastic. You can also, as always, like this video, comment this video, share this video, or do whatever you want with this video. Just don't tell me that I did this mistake or this mistake because I already know what mistakes I did. But anyway, I think you understood what I'm trying to say. So yeah, now I will let you enjoy the rest of this video. So sorry I won't talk during all this video. So yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.